What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. I'm here at the game store early today. It's like 10:22 or something, and I'm here early because my parents are coming this morning, and my dad is going to be hanging more pegboard right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the bigger accessories like the controllers and like the guns and the Xbox 360 hard drives, stuff like that is going to go out there where people can grab them and look through them more easily, because right now everything is just so cluttered and there are things blocking other things. Like, for example, right here I have the Pokken Tournament controller for the Wii U. Behind that is a Wii Classic controller. Behind that is a 6-button Genesis controller. And behind that are the Wavebirds. So unless a customer is able to look through that stuff themselves, they're not going to know what's up there. So I'm going to be putting the controllers and the bigger items on the pegboard out where people can reach them and look through them and browse and everything. And then on the pegboard behind the counter, I'm going to keep all of the small items, the things that people could maybe slip in their pocket, basically. So memory cards, expansion packs, just like little stuff like that. And some of the more like expensive items will stay behind the counter as well, like the PS1 screens I'll probably keep back here. So that's what I'm doing with that. That's the reason I'm here early. Josh, I think, is supposed to be coming in today to help. I don't know exactly when he's coming, but he'll be here today. And then I also brought a bag of stuff here, including my new printer that I talked about last night. So let me show you guys real quick. This is what it looks like. This thing is a beast. Let me set it down here, and you can see the size difference compared to the price tag one. So check that out. This is the original one. This prints the price tags for the store that look like that. This one prints full-size shipping labels. So they're sticker labels. Once they're printed, they're just ready to go, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to use it. I actually have a few things to ship today. Someone is buying these 2 Tiger handhelds, and then this little Club Nintendo 3DS or DS cartridge holder case thing. So I am going to be sending the invoice for that stuff today, and if they pay it, then I'll be able to ship it, and I'll do it right here from the store. I brought a bunch of bubble mailers as well, just so I made sure that I had stuff to actually ship with aside from boxes. And so it's 10:26. I'm going to get the day started. All right, guys, my parents just left, and we got the new pegboard hung. I should say my dad did it, but there it is. So we got that second big sheet there, and I'm going to be putting all these controllers and stuff on there. But I also have had 1, 2, 3. I've had 3 trade-ins already today, and I have paid, what was it? A lot. Let me see. I have already paid out $826 today, a lot of it in cash and a little bit of it in store credit. So let's go through, and I'll show you guys what came in. Alright guys, so here's the first little bundle here. This is the smallest one. This came from the guy who's been trading in his entire collection. He brought me the boxed 3DO before, so he brought in these 3DO games. So the first 4 I'm keeping, the rest are going to be for sale. Supreme Warrior, Shockwave, Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes, and Shockwave Operation Jumpgate. Those ones are all complete. Then he brought Blackfire and Quarterback Attack for the Saturn, and then for the 3DO Mist, Off-World Interceptor, Patank, and Total Eclipse. So these ones, well, I guess I want to do a little bit more research. If these ones ever came in the long boxes, then I won't keep them. Well, those 2 I won't keep no matter what. But if this is how these came originally, then I'll probably keep these as well. He also brought me this entire stack of burned 3DO games, which work in that system. So he said, he just gave them to me for free. He said, if you wanted to check anything out, that'd be a cool way to do it before you have to buy the game, which is, kind of a cool idea. So that was the first bundle. Then I got this bundle here. So we have Star Ocean, X-Files, Final Fantasy VII, Parasite Eve 2, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy VIII, and Darkstone for PS1. Then we have Rage Now for Japanese Game Boy. And then Hercules and Boomer's Adventure. Then we have Final Fantasy HD Remaster, Assassin's Creed Liberation, and Metal Gear HD Collection for Vita. There is a Vita system in here. I'm not going to try to open it with one hand, but it's a Model 2. And then these are empty cases that came on the Game Boy games, and then a red Game Boy Color with a third-party battery pack. So that was a second bundle. And then we have this bundle. This is what I paid for it. And that was cash. So let's take a look. We got some cartridge-only ones here. Family Feud, Lion King, Sonic Spinball, Desert Demolition, Pac-Man 2, Sonic 2, Tiny Toons, and NBA Jam for the cartridge-only ones. And then I believe these are, aside from like the cartridge ones and the ones that are obvious, I think every single game that is in the case also has the manual. So let's just go through here. You can see there's some decent stuff in here for sure. This one is Contra Hardcore, just the cartridge though, in an empty case. And then we have these ones over here. Once again, some pretty good stuff in here. And General Chaos at the bottom. This thing is in my way, so I'm trying to show you the best I can. And then the good stuff. Oh, there's also a cool spot. Oh, this is Contra Hardcore. So what is this one then? It is, oh, it's a Dragon's Fury. It has the manual and the cartridge, but that's it. So a couple other cheaper ones here. We have those three, and then we get into the good stuff. Skeleton Crew, Beyond Oasis, Blaster Master 2, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Mutant League Hockey, Gunstar Heroes, Double Dragon 5, and Castlevania Bloodlines. Whoop whoop! So that is some awesome stuff. This little stack here is just incredible. I cannot believe it. The guy said that he found all of this stuff in a box at an estate sale. It was either this morning or yesterday morning, I'm not sure, but luckily he brought it to me. His name's Brandon. He's a cool guy. I've dealt with him for quite a while now. So really awesome stuff here. He took cash, but then he picked out this stack of games here, which he's going to be buying with some of that cash. So that helps a little bit. I think this whole stack here after tax is like 148 or 145 or something. So I'm waiting for Josh to get here so that he can watch the store while I run over and get cash from the ATM because I didn't have enough cash here to pay him out. Luckily, he's a cool guy. We know each other. We trust each other. So he's going to be coming back later today to get the cash and then also pay for those games out of that cash. So that's everything that's come in so far. It's amazing stuff. I mean, especially that, that one little stack of Genesis games. And before you guys get super excited, I will be keeping some of these. So I'm not exactly sure what yet. I already have Bloodlines. So we don't have to worry about that. I think I already have Gunstar Heroes as well, but I don't have Double Dragon or Mutant League Hockey or Zombies or Blaster Master or Beyond Oasis or Skeleton Crew. I don't have any of those. There's also some in here that I wouldn't mind keeping, like the Toe Jam and Earl, Biohazard Battle, Rock and Roll Racing, Boogerman, Light Crusader. Yeah, there's just some really cool stuff in here. So I don't know exactly what I'm keeping yet, but when I film my pickup video, hopefully this coming Wednesday, you guys will see them. So I'm going to get to work, start hanging up these controllers and cleaning up in here a little bit. I had to take all the posters down, and so it's a bit of a mess, but I'm going to get to work right now. All right, guys, my friend Alex just came in, and he dropped off some stuff. I was going to try to buy everything from him, but it sounds like he maybe paid almost full retail and everything, so I can't buy it from him. So what we're going to try to do is I'm going to try to get this stuff sold for him, and then even if I only take a cut of like maybe $5 or $10 per item, it's still worth it for me at that point because I'm not paying anything out to get them. So let me show you what he's got. So there is a NES action set, complete in box. It's got all the paperwork and everything, no baggies. It doesn't have the cartridge, and then the styrofoam, there's like a chunk missing out of the side of it. This one here, I don't know how we're going to work it out, but I want to keep this one. But it's the Sega Sports bundle for the Genesis Model 2. It is missing the stadium cushion, which Biznez 17 had one for like 3 years. It didn't have the cushion, and he finally found one on eBay, so I know it's not easy to find that. The other system is a Model 2 Super Nintendo, complete in box. This one's in pretty nice condition. No paperwork, though. And then there is a complete, really nice condition copy of Mega Man X. And then we have factory sealed Conker's Bad Fur Day. You can kind of see there's like 2 creases like up the front of the box, which is really weird. It looks like someone set something on it. Yeah, and then there's like little scratches and like various other things, but no rips in the seal at all. Also, factory sealed Pokemon Stadium 2. You can kind of see at the bottom, the box is like a little pushed in. And then there's like a little dent somewhere. I don't remember. I looked at these a little while ago, but once again, no rips or anything. And then a factory sealed Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past Player's Choice for Super Nintendo. This one has, little issues as well. Little dent in the back corner right here. Yeah, so there's like a little dent on one of the top or something. So overall, they're in really nice condition. No rips or tears. They're not super beat up or anything. But he paid almost full retail, and the absolute most that I could have offered him was about $300 to $350 less than what he paid for them. So also there's one more that he's going to grab right now, and he's bringing it back. But there's a cartridge of Hagane for Super Nintendo. There's a rip on the label and everything, so it's not perfect. But I think full retail, he can maybe make $100 or $200 in the end, and that's if everything's sold at full retail prices. And with some of them in the condition that they are, the Hagane especially, I think that's going to be tough. And he offered to sell me everything for exactly what he paid, but I couldn't even do it. It's just not worth it. It's too much of a risk for the store. But it is cool to have this stuff in at least, and if I can just put these on the shelf and maybe get someone to come in and buy them, that would be awesome. I don't know how well that's going to work out, but I'm going to try. So obviously the vlogs are a day late, but for any of you guys that follow the Instagram and Facebook, you'll be seeing these pictures first before you see this video. So that's the story behind them, in case anyone was wondering. And so I'm going to take some pictures and get these posted. Alright guys, it's been a few hours. I know I haven't really filmed much in the past couple hours here. It's 5:18, so I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. I believe the last clip I filmed was showing those sealed games and everything. And unfortunately, we weren't able to work out a deal on them, so what we're going to try and do, and I might have already said this before, but I posted the 3 sealed games on Instagram for sale. I've got one person currently who's interested in the Conker, and the Hagane is in my glass case here with a price tag on it, but it says no trades because technically it's like on consignment kind of thing, so I can't take trades on it. So that's where we are with that stuff. Nothing else has been traded in yet, but I have had some customers come in and buy a few things here and there. So sales are decent, but I've paid way more than what I've sold. I've paid out today much more than I've sold today. So I'm really hoping that it picks up a little bit, although the downtime is nice because I do have time now to go through a lot of this stuff and get it into my system, because as of right now, it's just sitting on the counters taking up room. So I'm going to get this stuff in, and then once all the Genesis games are actually in there and I can see like what I paid versus what I would sell for, that's when I can go through and decide if I can take anything, or if I can, what I can take, because I don't want to take anything that is going to make it so the store is either losing money or breaking even. The store has to make money. And basically, the way that I do it is I just pay the store what the store paid for it, so it's like the store never got it in the first place, which is perfectly fine, but I do want the store to make some good money, so out of that Genesis lot, I would probably keep half of it if I could. Just every game that I don't have, I would want to hold on to. Everything there is complete, everything's in really, really nice shape, and there's some really awesome games in there that you don't see too often, so I'd love to add them to my collection, but I'm not going to do that if it's going to hurt the store in any way, of course. The store is the #1 priority, not my collection. So I definitely want to take at least a few games and keep them for myself, but the rest should be going out. And like I said, you'll see which ones I kept in the next pickup video, which hopefully is going to be coming out pretty soon. So I'm going to get back to work here and start entering this stuff into my inventory. So today is a crazy day for trades. Obviously, you guys have seen a bunch of the stuff already that I've taken in, but I do have some more here to show you. Not these Vita games. These are from yesterday, or from, Thursday or something. You guys have seen those already, but a guy came in. He's been in before. He traded in this Star Ocean, which I'm keeping for my collection because I don't have the big box for mine, but he came back today. He brought in some really, really good stuff, and he traded in most of it. He ended up keeping 2 games, which I'll tell you right up front. He kept Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 for PS2, which I didn't care about. It was actually one of the cheaper games in the entire bundle that he brought in. But the other one, which I was really hoping to get, was a complete copy of Rule of Rose for PS2. And my personal copy does not have the manual. Out of the 650-ish PS2 games that I have in my collection, that is literally the only game that does not have the manual. So I really, really, really wanted it. And he said that at some point he most likely will come in and sell it to me. He needed some money for a bill, I think, and without selling that one, I was still offering him enough to cover it, so he decided to hold on to it. He really didn't want to sell it, but so he said he might even come in tomorrow and sell it to me. I mean, who knows? He's a super nice guy, really chill, and I'm just really hoping that I can get that from him. I made him an extremely good offer. I think Price Charts has it right now at $235. I offered him $200 cash. So not that much profit to be made, and I would keep the manual for myself. So he definitely appreciated the offer, and he thinks it's a very good offer. It is. So I guess we'll see what happens, but let me go ahead and show you guys the stuff that he did bring in. So first up, a few toys. Missing the weapons, but we got some Diablo toys here. We got this guy. This one, which I've had before, I think I might still have it actually at home, but it's missing the tail. The one I have at home is not missing the tail, but one of these spikes is broken off, so I can probably put them together and make one good one. And then this orc guy here. Like I said, no weapons, but still pretty cool. And then one other toy, sealed Tomb Raider figure. The little logo, trying to reach it, this little logo is floating around in there, so it's not where it's supposed to be, so it's like covering Lara Croft's face, but it's like floating around, and it's not going to be easy to try and get it back into place, and I don't know. I wanted to keep this figure, and I probably still will, but that thing covering her is pretty annoying. So on to the games. Well, there's one controller, the Halo Green original Xbox controller, and then onto the games. So really good stuff in here. We have Silent Hill 3, and all of these are complete and in really good condition. Then we have Return Fire for the PS1 in the long box, and then Castlevania Curse of Darkness for PS2. I remember this game being like $5 or $6, and I remember picking this up from pawn shops all the time when I used to live in Florida, but now it's a $25 game. When did that happen? Crazy. So the rest of what I have are PS1 games. So we have Ape Escape, The Unholy War, Galerians, The Legend of Dragoon, Black Label Silent Hill. This one I'm keeping for my collection. I've never seen this game, and it's not even on price charts, which is crazy. And there's not that many on eBay, so that is Xevious 3D G Plus for PS1. Crazy. Then we have Resident Evil 2, Parasite Eve 1, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and Resident Evil Director's Cut. So really, really awesome stuff. And, you know, I'm really hoping to get that Rule of Rose. I'm super happy to get the Xevious game. I think that one is probably just as rare as Rule of Rose, honestly. There was only like 8 copies sold, and I think less than that posted, so pretty rare title. Not even on price charts, like I said, which was really weird. I tried to look it up, and the only thing that came up was like either the PAL or the Japanese. I think the PAL copy came up on price charts, and I was like, wait, that's not what I wanted. And so I tried to type it in again. I just typed in Xevious and went through the list of all the Xevious games, and it wasn't on there, so I had to go to eBay to price that one out. But really, really cool stuff, and hopefully tomorrow, maybe even, he'll bring in that Rule of Rose, and I can complete my copy and then have a copy for the store. That would just be so cool. One more thing. I don't know if I showed it earlier, but my friend Alex brought back the Hagane. So here it is. As you can see, it's got a couple rips on the label. Let it focus. Anyway, there it is. That is his price on it, and no trades because it is not mine. I cannot trade it away because I do not own it. So, anyone who's watching, if you're local and you want Hagane and you don't mind the little rips and everything, there you go. There is one in store. He took everything else with him, though. I have a couple people who are interested in some of the sealed games I had posted on Instagram, Conquer mainly, but I don't have them here, so I can't take more pictures, and that's what everybody wants right now. So I'm trying to talk to Alex and see if he can send me pictures, and people are just waiting basically. But that's everything from today. It's what time is it? It is 8:15, so I have 45 minutes left. And yeah, I'll let you guys know if anything else comes in. Alright guys, as you can tell, I am home now, and made myself a couple sandwiches here because I literally have not eaten today. I know it's very bad. You need to eat. I need to eat. I'm just so busy. But it's all good. I'm home now. I took in so many trades today, as you guys saw. I paid out more for trades than I made in sales, which really sucks. Basically a net negative for the store today. But obviously taking in more inventory is a good thing. So I've got plenty of awesome games to get put out. Unfortunately, I didn't get to most of it today because I just had people in and out all day. I didn't have a lot of time to actually just sit down and work on the inventory. But I did get a few things done, and tomorrow should be much, much slower. It's going to be Monday, so less people coming out. Hopefully, I need some time to work on that stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please do not forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe.